So this is the magic book. Inside, one may find the true recipe which unlocks the secrets to these amazing homemade blintzes. Its author writes, "Any chef can find their creative expression through cooking. So today, I'm going to show you how to make my famous homemade cinnamon blintzes from scratch." So now that you know what we'll be making today, I'm going to show you how to prepare your ingredients, or as the French would say, your mise en place, which means prepping all of your food before you begin cooking. So the first step when making our blintzes is to cut the crust off our bread. You're just going to want to take a serrated knife and go right down the bread. You know, when I was growing up, my mom taught me how to make these blintzes, and she always said if you froze the bread, it would make it easier for the crust to come off. So ever since, that's how we've done it. So now that we have our crust off our bread, the next step is to prepare your filling. So our filling is really simple. Basically, you're going to want to take 2 egg yolks and pour them in your bowl. Next, you're going to want to take your cream cheese and also add this to the mixture. And lastly, you're going to want to take your ½ cup of sugar and pour it in. And it's as simple as that. Now we have our mise en place finished, our crust is off our bread, and our filling is done. It's time to assemble our rolls. So you're going to take just a little bit of your filling, just about a spoonful, and you're going to spread it on each slice of bread. You want an even thin layer across your bread, and it's also really important when you buy your bread, as much as it is important to freeze it, you also want to make sure you get very thin bread so that it crisps up in the oven and it won't become soggy, because this filling is very decadent. So you're just going to take a nice even layer on each one, and to roll them, it's really quite simple. You just kind of roll them up so our rolls won't stick. We're going to make sure we spray our pan with cooking spray. So you're just going to take a little bit of your pan, hold your pan up like so, and spray away. So once you have your rolls made and your pan greased, you're just going to take your rolls and place them in the pan. We usually just throw them in there side by side until it creates a nice long row, and there's not much to it. Just keep going until your pan is full. Butter melting here, and the last step to make the blintzes is to complete our glaze. So while our butter is melting, we're going to want to put in 1 cup of light brown sugar firmly packed, and you want to make sure it's packed so that there's no air bubbles in it. So we're just going to gently top it into our mixture here. And lastly, all we need is a couple teaspoons of cinnamon. So I'm just going to eyeball this. If some of it goes in, it's okay. I'm going to do a couple teaspoons. Whoops. Put it in. Our glaze has come together. It's fully melted. We have our butter, our brown sugar, and our cinnamon all incorporated. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to show you how to put the glaze on. Normally you would have all of your bread done, but basically what you're going to do is just take a spoonful of your glaze and pour it over top like so. And then if you have any drippings left over, just take your pan and pour it directly on top. Wow, these really do smell amazing. So next time you have family and friends around, you can brag to them about your cooking skills in the kitchen. This is a simple, fun, and easy recipe to make, and you will most definitely always be asked for the recipe. So now, the only thing left to do is eat them, and I hope you enjoyed them as much as I have growing up.